The Olympic sport of weightlifting is often touted as one of the most impressive demonstrations of speed and strength there is. It is comprised of the snatch and the clean and jerk and is host to some of the world's best athletes. Today, I'll be talking to you about the snatch. I've been in the sport of weightlifting for almost 4 years, qualified for the American Open, and recently competed in the Junior National Championships in Spokane, Washington. I've also sought out additional information from sources including USA Weightlifting, Catalyst Athletics, and Barbend to be able to provide you with the best information available. So now, let's get right into the material. How to perform the snatch. Now, before we get into the physical steps of how to snatch, let's first quickly overview the material that will be covered in this video. First, I'll explain what the snatch is and generally what it should look like. Then, I will outline what equipment you will need to properly and safely execute the movement. Finally, we will get into the technical aspects of how exactly to perform the snatch, including the 3 pulls, the 3 positions, and the final receiving position and lockout. To begin our discussion, you'll need to know exactly what a snatch is and how it should look when you perform it. Seen above is a series of photos of Chinese weightlifter Lao Hui snatching 167 kilograms, the equivalent of 368 pounds. You can see that the bar begins on the floor and is raised to the overhead position in one smooth motion. This is what differentiates the snatch from the clean and jerk. While the clean and jerk requires 2 motions to get the bar overhead, the snatch is done all at once. To perform the snatch, you will first need a few pieces of equipment. First, it is absolutely necessary to have a barbell with rubber bumper plates. Additionally, it's nice to have a weightlifting platform to drop the barbell onto. This combination of rubber bumper plates and a platform ensure that no damage is done to the foundation or floor of the building you're lifting in. Gyms that allow members to perform the snatch and clean and jerk will almost always have these pieces of equipment available to you. In addition to the actual weights and platform, it is highly recommended to wear a pair of weightlifting shoes with a raised heel in order to help you get into positions necessary to perform the snatch. If you wish to progress in the sport and compete, weightlifting shoes are a must. The third position, commonly known as the starting position, is the most important. If the starting position is not correct, the rest of the movement cannot be done properly. First, you must lower your hips and bend your knees to reach the bar. You'll grip the bar with a wide grip and hold it slightly in front of the shins. Before pulling the bar off the ground, you must have a straight, tight back and have your shoulders positioned over the barbell. Once you're set up in the third position, you can begin the first pull. Maintaining your back angle, you will begin to pull the bar off the ground and stand. According to a 2006 article in USA Weightlifting magazine, during the extension, the knees will move back until the shins are nearly vertical. This allows the knees to get out of the way of the bar, which should be traveling towards you. While performing the first pull, you will want to avoid letting the bar swing away from your body, as this will make it difficult to lift it vertically in the second pull. Once the bar reaches mid-thigh, the first pull is complete. However, one very important part of the first pull is the second position, which will be covered now. The second position occurs near the end of the first pull. Once the bar reaches the knees, the shins should be almost vertical and shoulders still over the bar. This will create a powerful stretch reflex in the hamstrings and allow you to generate maximum force in the second pull. Once the bar has reached mid-thigh, the second pull begins. The second pull is fast and explosive and is where most of the acceleration on the bar is created. According to a 2012 Catalyst Athletics article by Greg Everett, a lead American weightlifting coach, a big mistake with the snatch is trying to initiate the final explosion too soon. This can create a list of problems, including shifting your balance too far forward, pushing the bar away from your body, preventing a complete extension of the hips, and limiting the speed and height of the bar. Therefore, it is important to wait until the first position to snap the hips open. The first position, more commonly known as the power position, is where most of the action in the second pull occurs. At this point, the bar should be in the hip crease and the shoulders should be behind the bar. Once you're in this position, it's almost time to start the third pull. The pull under the bar, sometimes referred to as the third pull, is a quick and aggressive change of direction. You must actively pull yourself under the bar in order to meet it in the bottom receiving position on time. According to a 2017 Barbend article, after a certain weight, it is impossible for the athlete to pull the bar any higher. This means that as the weight gets heavier, you must pull yourself under faster and faster to properly receive the bar. At the conclusion of the third pull, you will meet the bar in the bottom of a deep squat with your elbows firmly locked out overhead. From this position, you will stand. Upon standing and fully locking out the hips and knees, you will have completed the snatch. Once here, the bar can be replaced on the platform and a successful attempt will have been made. After you have learned how to execute all of the positions and pulls of the snatch, it is time to put it all together. With training and patience, your rhythm will become smoother and smoother, and you will be capable of lifting more and more weight. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you now understand what a snatch is, the equipment you will need to get started, and all of the positions and pulls required to perform a successful snatch. Now, all that's left to do is go out and try it for yourself.